Hey there, Blaise here. Yeah, I just got back from America, saw some wonderful people get married. It was a good trip. Had my had my phone and cash and card stolen or whatever, but you know that's it's all water under the insurance. I mean bridge. Today I want to talk to you about basically little things in game development. This is particularly in game development because a lot of us are spaghetti coders, spaghetti western coders. We're coders and we don't know too much about the underlying stuff. I program things, but I wouldn't kid myself or lie to you and say that I'm, a fantastic engine programmer, for example. I don't know the low-level OpenGL or DirectX stuff. I don't really get the resource management side of things. I don't understand allocating and then removing that allocation of memory. Unity allows you to use JavaScript and C# code. I imagine it lets you do a number of other things. You could create, well, those are the two sort of scripts that it suggests, JavaScript and C#. Presumably you could do some other types of scripts or something and merge them into your eventual Unity project, but as a young person who does not know how that works, like I'm interested in making a game, and I guess that's what I want to talk to you about and sort of show off a little bit, I guess. Now, this is my new scene. I have like a scene switcher that has these scene game objects that contain the entire scene. This even includes cameras and, well, it includes everything. So what this means essentially for the player is when you press a button, it's like instantaneous now. So that's cool. It's instantaneous going between scenes. And this was something that bothered me, like, because at the end of a game, if you press exit, it would have this like half second, and for some people, it was more like a whole second or 2 seconds of loading time between scenes. Now, as close as I can realize it, this is because a scene file, it's useful if you have a larger game and you're trying to limit your resources. So if you have a phone, a fairly old phone that might only have 512 megabytes or a gigabyte of RAM, that's your random access memory. It's very fast compared to your hard drive. And say a game loads up and takes up 200 megabytes of RAM. Now you have your operating system running and everything. And it's all well and good to have this scene-based thing where you have multiple scenes, because say one scene loads up 150 meg, and another scene loads up 200 meg, and another scene, say you have like multiple levels and they're sort of well-crafted levels, you might end up with like a gig or 2 gig total stuff that you have to load up at some point. Also, I imagine a lot of people, there are some games that I've played that have like this 2-minute load up time, and it's like, oh, we're just loading up everything, every little thing, so that when you play the game it's like super fast and fun. Bitsorter is a small game. It is 20 megabytes, and to split it up into, one 2 megabyte scene and another 2 megabyte scene, all that does for the player is create a weird disconnect, because they go click, the application loads the level, and it has to go back to your hard drive, load it up into the memory, and then display what's in the memory. So now it's all loaded up because there's one scene that contains all of the stuff. Good stuff. I'm also using a cool shader, and I've changed the laser, and I guess that's it. I finally fixed the UI. As it turns out, camera.all cameras open square bracket 1 close square bracket doesn't refer to things very well in Android. It's working fine on PC, didn't work on Android, so I changed it. Anyway, UI's fixed, lasers upgraded, and now the game runs a bit better between different scenes, which will be important when I have a few other scenes like high score tables or whatever. And let's see, there's high scores and there's inventory. So I want people to be able to go through an inventory, a shop. I guess the inventory will just be a shop. And if you have it, you can equip it. And if you don't have it, you can buy it. Cool! Looking forward to it. Should be good stuff. I'm also upgrading right now to Windows 10. That's upgrade. Upgrade. Yeah, I don't want to. I would much prefer just to keep plodding along with whatever I'm doing, but I can't export through Unity to a Windows phone without having a Windows 8.1 or higher, and I don't feel like spending $200 on Windows 8.1. Anyway, till next time, I hope you've enjoyed listening to some of my thought process behind why I'm doing stuff. This is stuff that people don't really notice, and that was something that I meant to talk about here, is that game development is not about writing an engine, it's about writing a game. It's largely an art versus a science, and you just got to make everything look nice and feel nice and sound nice, and it sort of doesn't matter if you do it badly in terms of best programming practices. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Have a good one.